And ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is DCH, and we return with a week absence from Monday Night Raw. And I cannot wait to tell you what we have in store for you tonight as the road to Hell in a Cell begins with challengers galore. And of course, this match, well, Becky Lynch looks to prove herself for the Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte. And of course, Bayley fell unsuccessful against Charlotte. And of course, now both Royce and Bayley fell out unsuccessfully. So now we need a new challenger. But Bayley will attempt to stick her foot again in the door. Charlotte, you gotta believe, sick and tired of Bayley's challenge. And here comes the former women's champion. I won't believe Bayley is obsessant with the title. And you cannot absolutely understand. She's obsessed with being women's champion for the right reasons, though. Defeated Asuka, and of course it all went south a month later, losing to Peyton Royce. And then after that, she never got a sniff at holding the title. Went from Royce to Charlotte, and Bayley has just been sort of, she has put her worth in, but just been along for the ride. And she's found victims of both Charlotte and Royce, and now Lynch steps up as an outsider to perhaps take out Bayley and put her foot in the door for Hell in a Cell. And of course, another member of the Four Horsewomen looks to take the belt from Charlotte Flair. Anyway, this will be our opening contest. Let's get down to it. Lynch and Bayley gonna start. Oh, Bayley looking for an instantaneous net breaker, and Lynch counters, and Lynch with the float over DDT, and gets all of it. And Bayley off to a poor start. No surprise. Sometimes Bayley just can't get out the blocks. We've seen that in recent weeks, recent months. Lynch falling short. Great elbow though, and Becky Lynch sort of shy on Raw. Oh, and there's the armbar. Armbar on the suplex, and again now looks for the back. Again, it's just contorting the arm. Very smart. Lynch, of course, will go for the disarmer and perhaps win off the exploder. But we will find out. Drop kick by Lynch. You know she is setting up quickly to put Bayley away. Bayley does not do well under high-speed matches. She has lost 3 out of 4 matches where the pace has been so quick and her opponents hit the finisher in rapid speed. Look at that submission! Oh, and that's the face plant here. She held the arms for so long. Now gonna break the arm of Bayley again. Gonna contort the arm again. And again, a third time now, contorts the arm. And Bayley's arm is being worked on like a pinata. Exploder! And all of a sudden, this match feels very much like Bayley's matches of previous. Lynch off the roll through inside cradle, and the disarmer. Bayley so close to the ropes though. And Lynch looks for a cover, perhaps believe that is enough. 2. Bayley kicks out using the bad arm. And perhaps the rope break saves Bayley more than she'll want to admit. That was dangerously close. And now Becky Lynch, look at this, with a sleeper, Bird, and Lynch lets go, not gonna hook the leg. And Bayley gets her arm on the rope, smart move by Bayley. And perhaps Lynch getting more infuriated by the moment that this goes on. Bayley counters. Perhaps a turnaround now for the former women's champion. And no, Lynch, gonna just rattle her in the face. And again, back to the arms. And now, the Bexploder. Bexploder suplex. To the middle of the ring. Lynch rolls through on Bayley. Again, Bayley too close to the rope again. And Lynch not learning from previous mistakes. And again, gonna go for the arm. She is going to pull it out of her socket if she is not careful. And Lynch with the hit. Uh-oh. Look at this submission. Look at this submission again. Lynch trying to work any way she can to wear down Bayley. If she can't wear down the arm, she's going to wear down every other part. And you've got to give credit. Lynch knows what she's going for. Rolls the arm through. Drops a leg on it. Very cerebral of Becky Lynch. And now gonna jump on the arm of Bayley. And this time, I feel Bayley might be losing an arm out of her socket again. And now Bayley comes back with a bad arm. Bayley comes back with a bad arm. Trying to lift Lynch up. And a kick, straight kick. Here it comes. Third time. Exploder. And now Lynch rolls through in the center of the ring. Disarmer. This time, Bayley nowhere to run, nowhere to grab the rope. Bayley hanging on though. Bayley's hanging on. This is insane. Lynch surely has her beat. No, not enough. Has to let go. Bayley counters. Bayley puts Lynch to the outside. This is impossible. Bayley has suffered 3 disarmers, although saying that only one has been fully locked in. And now Lynch. Bayley throwing Lynch back towards the ring leads to a pay-per-view worthy fight against each other, and Bayley chucks back into the ring. Lynch comes back in with her. Rolls round. Oh, look at that beautiful pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, Bayley kicks out 2, and we continue. And now, look at this. The back suplex Lynch to the top rope. Is this the moment she needed? Went for submissions. Oh, beautiful sit out. Leg drop. 1, 2. No, Bayley kicks out again. Bayley hanging on, wants to prove she can beat Charlotte. Lynch, forearm smash. Lynch, the fourth time, the chuck exploder. Here it comes, gonna roll her through again. Gonna put her right by the ropes. Lynch not learning a lesson. That is, I'm so disappointed by Lynch not learning her lesson. And now gonna just stomp on the arm again. And now Bayley gonna counter. Bayley, great counter. Lynch counters. Rolls her through. DDT, nope. Looks for the submission. Well, pinfall. 1, 2. Bayley kicks out again. Lynch, crucifix, Irish crucifix roll. Gets out of the roll-up. Bayley beat him with a roll-up, and Lynch couldn't make the submission stick. And perhaps was not her night, so she went for, look at this leg drop off the top rope. Went for the inside cradle. Pulled the rope off from behind and got her too. Bayley furious. Bayley is furious at Lynch. And the referee calls the 3. So does that mean Becky Lynch will challenge Charlotte? That may indeed be the case for Hell in the Cell, a new challenger. But up next, Charlotte versus Mickie James. And, well, let's see how Natural Selection does against a former women's champion in her own right. And you gotta believe that Charlotte was looking very intensely at Bayley's match, and perhaps will take some confidence in knowing a new challenger is stepping up to the plate. But of course, Mickie James will look for her chance as well tonight. Of course, Hell in the Cell. What stipulation for Charlotte's title? Will it be Hell in the Cell, or will it be some other crazy contraption? But of course, Mickie James, well, we haven't seen too much of Mickie over this term, and well, I'm looking very much forward to seeing her challenge Charlotte, and Charlotte perhaps is also excited because she's running outside and takes down James from behind. Charlotte perhaps knows her opponent for Hell in a Cell. Perhaps this is a statement to either Lynch or is it James? Has James earned a championship match? And this was just proving grounds for this weekend. Charlotte throws James in the ring, and there's a boot to faces. And I gotta admit, Charlotte, look at this. Beautiful net breaker. And a great drop kick there by the Queen, and Mickie James has just been taken for a loop. Gotta admit, James is looking rocked since the early attack, and now Charlotte pulls her back, hooks the cover, and James too close to the ropes, and that has been a problem at the scoop slam by Charlotte. And Charlotte gonna duck out the ring. Oh, what presence! She knows James is on the outside and eats the canvas. What ring presence by the women's champion, but James gonna counter. Here comes Cloverleaf submission. Cloverleaf submission. Mickie James looking to wear down the legs of Charlotte, but Charlotte's power. Oh, and a drop kick. My God, I thought Charlotte had great ring presence. Mickie countering after eating canvas, and now Charlotte gonna look for the suplex, and the power game begins. Charlotte taking her time. But Owen Thesz press. Do not underestimate the former women's champion. Took too long, did Charlotte. Took time to gloat. And Charlotte counters. Not going to do that again. Oh, and James counter this time. And monkey flip by James. We all know this offense. We've seen it before. Charlotte, beautiful net breaker, and it's a boot. James made to eat solid shoe for good measure. And now Charlotte gonna lay the knee into James. And now perhaps it is all a matter of time. Spear! What effective spear! Here it comes. The kick to the gut. The Queen. Natural selection. And just like that, this match too. Mickie James kicks out. Does that swell? Mickie James kicks out of natural selection. Gotta admit, was not expecting this. And now Charlotte gonna move the positioning of James and gonna snap the leg, and of course and again gonna work the leg. Charlotte taking a page out of Becky Lynch's book. She knows what she saw earlier on. James gonna counter with an impaler DDT. Charlotte wherewithal to roll outside, and the Queen giving no room. Oh, and James spinning move. Spinning elbow. And now Charlotte with a forearm and takes her time again. Charlotte perhaps looking for something big again. Oh, there's a running boot. Charlotte gonna run into the ring. She thinks that's it. Charlotte is gonna gloat. She thinks the countdout is enough. Mickey to her knees. Count of 9. Charlotte getting blocked by the referee. Is that enough to save James? The count of 10. No, just made it. Spear. Possum. Charlotte was waiting. Charlotte was waiting. Mickey had to make the count. Charlotte relaxed. Natural selection. One more time. Jenga. 1, 2, 3. No, James kicked out. James kicked out. Left it too long. Mickey left it too. Charlotte left it too long. Charlotte can't believe this. Top rope move. Top rope. Splash. 1, 2. Kick out again. Mickey James has been taken to school and now gonna work the leg. And again, Charlotte for the 4th time gonna work the leg. Mickey hanging on, 2 spears, 2 selections, counter by James. And this perhaps similar to how went for the mid-kick, clothesline. Uh-oh, here it comes, 3rd time the charm. Spear! Charlotte making an example of the former women's champion, again with the leg. Mickey is resilient with the leg, but oh no, look at this, gonna make her eat the canvas! And now, here it comes! She's worked the leg, here it is! Figure 4 into the figure 8! Move that won the title! And Mickey James submits to natural selection! Unlike the Bayley Lynch match, there is no doubt. Charlotte, and look at that pose at the end. Dominance. I gotta admit, Charlotte came out the blocks on fire, and it never stopped. Mickey had to break the 10 count. There it was. There's the 2nd spear. And the 2nd natural selection wasn't enough to complete the deed. And look at that, the reversal, the mid-kick, and the clothesline lariat. Which, of course, led to a 3rd spear. And, of course, the figure 8. Uh-oh. No, Mickey, no. Charlotte, no. Charlotte has got James back in the ring. Is this just punishing her for how long James lasted? Perhaps Mickey James does deserve a title match. And that is why Charlotte is doing this. Charlotte, spear! Rebound spear! And now here it is, 2nd time. She's gonna break the former champion. Figure 8 locked in. And there's only one thing you can do. You submit to the will of the Queen. And a single message being played out tonight. Charlotte is ready for Hell in a Cell. I cannot envy anyone who wants to put themselves in front of Charlotte in the cell. The women's division, however, on fire on Monday Night Raw, not to mention on SmackDown, but Up next, well, Tyson Kidd versus The Miz. Tyson Kidd making a strange debut. And Tyson Kidd, well, what a comeback this is, out with a legitimate neck injury. And now, perhaps Tyson Kidd looks set. Oh, no, Miz, no. And the Miz of Bullseye, not accepting this Miz. Miz for a drop kick, got caught off. Kidd taking a fight to Miz. Miz just 7 nights off of his night. And well, of course, Strowman took Miz out early on, and perhaps Miz wanted to set an example of Tyson Kidd. And now Miz looking to gonna hit the neck. Gonna stomp away on Kidd, trying to teaching a lesson that needs a boot. Kidd made to eat boots. And now Miz throwing it towards the ring. Miz not in the physical condition he needs to be. I gotta believe this is why Miz has come out here. He's attacking neck breaker. And the Miz gotta take some time to showboat. Miz can't be 100%. I won't believe he is. And I believe perhaps that the GM should have given him the night off into the corner. But Tyson Kidd, Kidd went for some stomps, Miz countered, and Tyson eats the floor. Suplex, and of course there's the float over with the pinfall. Miz running to the corner, panic clothesline.
That was impressive, Cole.
Another Miz with a running knee. And here it comes, skull crushing finale. And the A-lister, 1, 2. Kick out 2 is Kidd, and he's going on.
He's taking a long time.
And now you're smashing the back of the head into the can. And Miz knows all about Kidd's injury, and Kidd counters. Gotta believe Tyson Kidd's future and his health coming back from an injury is in doubt. Boost to Kidd. Miz thinks that's it. Kick out 1, not enough. Miz, Kidd is stronger than that. You have to do more, Miz. And look at the Russian leg sweep. Roll up. Miz steals it. The Miz. I gotta believe that was due to the injury. Miz hit the finale, came out early on. He did everything he could. Running knee wasn't enough. He hit the big finale, and it was the inside cradle. And Kidd is furious. Miz just stole one. And the Miz couldn't be more happy about it. Tyson Kidd upset. But the former Intercontinental Champion, well, he shows you why he is the former IC Champion. And of course, one of the longest reigning. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, well, Miz will not be competing for the IC title. One half of the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, or Hideo Itami, will challenge Braun Strowman at the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. Hideo or Ciampa? This is a big opening for one event. Of course, Johnny wrestling in the corner of his teammate. The tag champs won the belts just a week ago on Raw. And DIY won all the gold. And don't forget, Johnny Wrestling will be in a match of his own. And Tommaso Ciampa looks very good. He looked great last week. Well, winning the tag team championship on your first night on the draft. And he has been rewarded with a Intercontinental #1 contendership spot if he defeats Hideo Itami one-on-one, both former NXT men. And what a big movement this is. Miz being overlooked for the IC title, and perhaps people will think about time the Miz has stalked the belts. But Hideo Itami gets his first chance of the Intercontinental Championship. Well, he will do if he wins tonight. Is the man who padded the GTS about to bring home gold? If Hideo could do the big D tonight, he would go to Hell in a Cell against Braun Strowman. Both men easily outmatched by Strowman power-wise. But you gotta imagine seeing Hideo Itami lift Strowman up and hit the knee to the face. Could you imagine the reception at Hell in a Cell? But then again, imagine Ciampa if he were able to lift Strowman to hit that long blower. Of course, they need to win tonight. So Hideo or Ciampa, the winner faces Braun Strowman for the Intercontinental Championship at Hell in the Cell. This is going to be interesting. And Ciampa quickly out the gates. And don't forget what kind of play will Johnny Wrestling. Look at that drop kick by Ciampa. Gotta give credit to the athleticism early on. And there's the knee shot. And the knees. Tell you what, both men. You think Hideo can hit you with a knee. Ciampa can hit you just a little bit harder. Back suplex, so we know he can lift Hideo. This crowd slowly getting behind Hideo. There's the strikes. Look at the panic kicks we told you about. And Hideo taking the fight straight to Ciampa. Top rope. Ciampa moved out the way. Oh, and he missed. And now Tommaso's going top rope. Perhaps anything you can do, I can do. Boom! The knee across the skull of Hideo Itami. And went for the drop kick again. Repetition not going to work. Looking for a German. And Ciampa got hung up on the rope. You see him holding the back of his neck. Will that pay costly to Ciampa? Ciampa counters the Irish Whip net breaker. And these two know all about high impact strikes. Believe me when I tell you this match is not for the faint of heart. There's the knee shot. Went for it again. Hideo knew what was coming. Ciampa counter. Great back and forth between the two. Looks for the suplex. Gonna look for it now. Lift. Beautiful. Had to wait for the switch out. And now Tommaso Ciampa gonna look for the submission. Look at the armbar. Looking at the armbar. Hasn't worked the arm much this match, and will break. Ciampa is feeling it. He is feeling the moment. It's Tommaso Ciampa going. Here it is. Lung blower to go to Hell in a Cell. 2. Oh, Tommy with a kick out. He got the shoulder up. Hideo Itami, shoulder up.
Still trying to get back to his feet here. He's clearly in the
Ciampa top rope. Gonna hang around. This is dangerous. Here it comes. Oh, Mr. Dropkick and Hideo. Counter by Ciampa. Here, look at this. Got him schoolboyed up, but Itami got out of it. Went for maybe the float over back superplex by Hideo Itami. These two men are literally beating it out of each other. Ciampa has got Hideo on the outside of the apron. He's right by Gargano. Ciampa takes him down. Give absolute credit to Hideo Itami staying in this match. Tommaso Ciampa calling for him to stand up. Give credit to Hideo. Look at this, the back suplex. Here it comes. Yes, the back suplex. Is he going for it? Here it comes, the armbar. The armbar. Is this it? Is this Ciampa's road to the cell? Hideo is looking good. Hideo rolls out. Crucifix. Oh, counter by Ciampa. Oh, clothesline. Here it comes. Second time the charm. Here it is. The love blower. Ciampa to go to the cell to face Strowman. No, not yet. Ciampa can't believe it. Gargano can't believe it. Itami, shoulder first. Ciampa into the ring post. Hideo turning the match. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it is. This crowd on their feet. But there's no Ciampa counter. We're going to see GTS. Ciampa knew what was coming. Here it is. On bar. Look at the submission. The strain of Hideo's face. Is he gonna tap? Is he gonna tap to the other bar? Will he tap? Will Hideo give up? Third time. Hideo gets out of it. Hideo survives. Hideo survives. Oh, here it comes. Snapmare. Hideo is calling one more time. Ciampa rolled. He's not going to escape this though. On the ropes. Itami. Is he going to leave him to dry? Yes! Hangman suplex. Leaves Ciampa to dry. Wait a minute. No. This is not a no disqualification. Hideo, not this way. Not this way, Hideo. Oh, kick. Went for the knee strike. Countered by Hideo. Perhaps. Oh, wait for a knee strike. Knee to the skull. Here it comes. Third time. The blower. Hideo tried to maybe get a DQ lose, but Hideo Itami loses to Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is going to hell in a cell. Watch the height of the lung blower. Hideo, look at this running drop kick. He went for the GTS. It wasn't going to be. Ciampa knew what was coming. Neckbreaker, counter. And then when he escaped the armbar the third time, well, he went for it, didn't he? He went for something big. But Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa is going to Hell in a Cell for the IC title. Ladies and gentlemen, Braun Strowman has his opponent. What a back and forth between the two. Gotta give props to Hideo. Not happy with him going for the sledgehammer, but how about this? Up next, a rematch. The night the Revival turned up, they took the titles away from Harper and Rowan. Tonight, they face them in a #1 contenders match. The winner will challenge DIY at Hell in a Cell. We now know that Tommaso Ciampa will now be involved in 2 matches. And imagine if Ciampa walked out, Intercontinental Champion, and walked out retaining the tag titles. And DIY holds a set. But of course, let's see what the Revival can do against the Wyatts. And big shout out, big thank you to everyone joining us today, and really appreciate your time as we roar to Hell in a Cell. And how ironic does it fit the team when the Revival debuted, they took the belts away from Harper Rowan on draft night a week ago. When Johnny Wrestling and Ciampa turned up, they took the belts off the Revival. Sort of the curse of the first week, but the Revival have made an impact, immediately beating Harper and Rowan on pay-per-view. Of course, well, the 2 Wyatt brothers aren't happy, and this atrocity needs to be wiped from the record book, so to speak, in the words of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And I almost feel like this dominant team, this team that ruled Raw, took out Roman Reigns and Shane McMahon. They removed the shield of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins from power and have beaten everyone else. And then along come the Revival the first night. The Revival beat them. They get a rematch. The Revival beat them again. And then out of nowhere, Johnny Wrestling, Ciampa come in, take the belts away from the Revival. And now it isn't even their rematch to honor. It is the Revival's rematch. And something tells me Harper and Rowan not very happy with the way things ended on the pay-per-view, but I can tell you they're not happy. And Rowan calling to the crowd, push to Harper, and all of a sudden the crowd, well, kind of like fireflies, like sheep in the night, following Luke Harper's sign. And look at immediately, the Revival want nothing to do with Luke Harper. Wait a minute, he's going to the top rope. Oh, he went to the top rope and Harper thought he could catch him out. Oh, dropping an elbow. Version of an axe handle. And all of a sudden, Scott Dawson with a European uppercut and perhaps baiting Luke Harper. Harper gonna counter though. And here comes the sidewalk slam. And all games aside, Wyatts have not come to be messed around with tonight. Great counter. Got a drop kick. Harper with a leg against the, look at that, imprinting his foot into the face of Dawson. And well, Wilder, you would believe tag team wise these two would read the match much better than that, trying to distract the ref. at a bad time, and now gonna hit a sidewalk slam with the knee. Well, he knows how to hit those as well, and European uppercut by Dawson, and Dawson taking this thing on his own. And now Wilder, and now Harper. Is he going to make Dawson eat his back up the canvas? He does! And look at that, Dawson just telling Wilder to calm it down. So getting back in the ring, gonna work the arm and the Northern Light suplex as Dawson gets back in the ring. Tag to Dash Wilder, and now Dawson back on the outside. Harper counter 6. Oh, and there's a cheap shot of Rowan. That may just piss Rowan off more than help his cause. Referee stopping Dawson. Harper, great counter. And out to the ring goes Dash Wilder. Harper now, he's the one gloating. Throws him into the barricade, throws him back in the ring. And Luke Harper, well, was he baited? The fresher man in the ring, faster. Dash Wilder tag made. And the Revival, look at this, with the leg locked in. Gonna stomp on Harper. And this is just pure Revival poetry. And Dawson, backbreaker. And Harper gonna counter, pushes him away. And look at backwards throw with the neck. That is devastating. And now Luke Harper looks to... Oh! A knee strike to Harper. Ah, here comes the tag to Rowan. And Rowan taken out. And all of a sudden, Eric Rowan's momentum inside cradle. Catches off the rope. And there's the leg sweep. Rowan counters. Gotta give absolute credit to the Revival. Rowan has come in. Fresh man on fire. Clothesline to Rowan. Rowan thrown back into his corner. And look at this tag. Is he gonna... The two-time champs calling. Rowan placed his corner. Harper standing there. And Rowan makes with his drop kick. And now Rowan gets set back into his corner. And Dawson is going to wait. Dawson is waiting. Perhaps Rowan to recover a clothesline. Dawson's effectiveness has really paid off here. Rowan looks out of it. I can't say Rowan looks good. Oh, and look at that save by the tag team partner. Snapmare in the submission. And that hole to wear down Rowan. Eric Rowan in trouble. And look at that heart. And now he knew when he was going to lose the grip. Uh-oh, on his shoulders. Hangman, look at that. Face first. kicks him away. Rowan is in trouble. Hard breaks canvas. Rowan, here it is. They've been waiting for it. Shine machine. The Revival will face DIY at Hell in the Cell. Just like that. Because this was the double team stomp, the inside cradle, well, look at the armbar on the leg, and then shatter machine. The quick tag, and he caught him with a knee. Harper taken out early on. And the damage done to one member of the Wyatts. This was systematic by the Revival. And just like that, the Revival send a message.
This was all about one competitor's refusal to lose. When you see that, you have no choice but to respect. The match we have next is going to be
a huge win there. And up next, well, Seth Rollins had a disappointing showing before Night of Champions, but still defended the title. Johnny Wrestling looks to do what Gargano did earlier on. Johnny Wrestling will not be in the main events at Hell in the Cell. He is not one of the three, but what a message it would send if he could beat Seth Rollins for in a one-on-one non-title match. Can Johnny Wrestling do what Tommaso Ciampa did earlier, or is Seth Rollins too good? And of course, defeated Roman Reigns, the spear, the knee strike, well, of course, we all know it ended with the curb stomp and the burn it down. And Seth Rollins is still your Universal Champion. And a lot of questions to be desired. Roman Reigns taken out and will be on SmackDown from henceforth. But the question is, how will Rollins do when it could be Ambrose, Cesaro, or Styles one-on-one at Hell in the Cell? And Seth freaking Rollins ready to put himself on the map. And, well, he looks to Hell in the Cell for his second ever or third title defense. And, of course, he'll want a one-on-one match. But how will that end following tonight? Of course, don't forget the triple threat main events. The winner will face Rollins inside Hell in the Cell. And, well, we've seen them once already tonight, and their teamwork proved effective. This time, it is the other half of the Tag Team Champions, Johnny Wrestling. So here we go then, Johnny Wrestling and Seth Rollins, and Seth immediately with the sling blade, and this is immediate offense, immediate attack of Johnny Wrestling, and Johnny needs to get somewhere quickly. Seth Rollins, curb stomp coming, curb stomp! Jump, they're gonna save Johnny! And Seth Rollins, just like that, puts away Johnny Wrestling. That was disappointing. The curb stomp that was all there was. Rollins came out of nothing and nowhere. Rollins just took the fight immediately to Johnny Wrestling. That was a walkover. Perhaps Rollins was into the offense. But ladies and gentlemen, it will be determined. Dean Ambrose made his debut, defeated Seth Rollins. Styles has got a bone to pick with him. And Cesaro, the Swiss Superman, one of these men, is going to Hell in a Cell to be inside Hell in a Cell. Who's it going to be? Who is going to face the Universal Champion at Hell in a Cell? Please, of course, leave your predictions below. Who's it gonna be? Well, could it be Dean Ambrose already has a pinfall victory over the Universal Champion? And what a performance by Seth Rollins just moments ago. Poor Johnny Wrestling. Sling blade kicks to the skull, and an immediate curb stomp. He never got a chance. Perhaps believed he could do what his teammate did earlier on, but was not the case. And Dean Ambrose, he made his debut last week on the draft, coming from NXT, overlooked, overshadowed. But here's one man who has not been overshadowed, overlooked at all. He is the two-time, he has held every major championship in the WWE, from US to NXT, WWE to Universal, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And if AJ does it, if AJ does what we think he does tonight, one-on-one inside Hell in a Cell, could vengeance be his? He was in that triple threat match with John Cena at SummerSlam and couldn't do the job. Can the Phenomenal One do it here tonight? Triple threat rules apply. No DQ. And the winner faces Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. And don't forget SmackDown Live still to come very soon. Who will face the new champion, Christopher Daniels, or would be Kevin Owens, invoking the rematch? I have a very big theory that it will be Owens versus Daniels inside Hell in a Cell. Of course, he used the pop-up powerbomb to win the title. How ironic. And speaking of former champions, every man's match, apart from Dean Ambrose, is a former WWE champion. And Cesaro looks to make a statement tonight. It's time for our first match of the week, guys. It looks like we have quite the contest coming up. So triple threat rules apply. Ambrose, Styles, Cesaro, the winner, faces Seth Rollins. And Cesaro going to go to the outside, looking for weapons. And he's got a baseball bat. And look at this, Cesaro not going to play clean. Cesaro upset shortly about how he's been treated. Styles counter, Cesaro, immediate counter, drop kick. And Ambrose looking, perhaps he looked for a move, and now he's going to get a back suplex.
I know it's been said before, but it's true. The ring just isn't big enough for the three of them.
And now Cesaro throwing Ambrose to... And Styles into European uppercut. And drop kick. And now look at this. The momentum in the corner of Cesaro. And Cesaro is looking to take out the trash. Cesaro, European uppercut. Hooks the leg, thinks that's enough. 1, 2. Kick out by Styles. And back suplex. And now gonna look for the spinning. Oh, spinning European uppercut. And out the ring goes Styles. And spinebuster by Dean Ambrose. There's something you don't see every day by the lunatic fringe. Great move by Cesaro. Gonna whip it into the corner. And in for an uppercut. And he's head first. Back suplex. And Cesaro, now the pain being brought to Cesaro. And look at Styles. Great shot to Dean Ambrose. Styles went for something big, and Ambrose counters. And now Cesaro back to a knee. And look at now, Cesaro just swinging for the fences. And Ambrose back to his feet. And Cesaro takes out Ambrose. Is the title swinging? Ambrose, beautiful snap suplex. And all of a sudden Ambrose looks like he is in control of this match. Gonna hook the leg on Styles. Ambrose looking to rev up the meter.
He might just be out, guys.
Counter by Cesaro. Here comes Dutch neutralizer. Yes! Wait a minute. He's not going to do it. He's going to do it. He's swinging. No. Submission. Styles almost made to submit. Rope break again. Here it is. 1, 2. Styles kicked out 2. Ambrose countered. Michinoku. Balthazar, I believe that was. And now Dean working on the head of Cesaro. Inverted DDT, and now Cesaro builds momentum. Cesaro top rope. The Swiss Superman. Gonna fly. No! Styles too quick. Here comes Calf Crusher. Calf Crusher locked in. Is Dean gonna try and save Cesaro? And now Styles rolls out the ring. Dean up in the air, superplex. Styles in trouble. It's a cradle, Cesaro. 1. Ambrose getting rolled into the corner. I believe the best chance was there's the suplex and the float over. And Styles knocked out to the outside. European uppercut. Rope break again. Saves Ambrose. Kick to the back of the neck. Is Dean Ambrose getting saved by rope break one more time? AJ hasn't got up. Here it comes. Submission. And rope break again. Saves Dean Ambrose and Styles and Cesaro. Perhaps looking for Hoshigoroshi. No! Beautiful move by Styles. Now went for Hoshigoroshi. No. Styles does Cesaro. Is this it? Styles, Ambrose. Ambrose covers. 1, 2, not even 2. Styles got the Styles Clash. Is that it? And Styles counter. Inverted DDT. Cesaro rolls to the outside. Styles and Ambrose get him in the ring. Here it comes. 450 headset. Cesaro. Cesaro with a kick to save himself. Cesaro. Here it comes. Styles Clash. No. Forearm shot. Wait, what is Cesaro doing? Cesaro has Dean Ambrose with a neck shot. Is this going to be Cesaro's night? Here it comes. Gas neutralizer. Hooks the cover. 1, 2. And Styles kicks out. Drop kick to Ambrose. European uppercut. Covering Ambrose. 1, 2. Kicked out. There goes Ambrose. There goes. Here it comes. Neutralizer to Ambrose. Cesaro to face Rollins. Hooks the cover. 1, 2, 3. Cesaro pins Ambrose. And we have our Hell in a Cell match. Antonio Cesaro will challenge for the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell, and what a match it could be. One of the main events, Cesaro will main event Hell in a Cell Universal title match as the aptly named pay-per-view inside Hell in a Cell, and what a wait now it is for Cesaro. Just gonna count down the moments, the minutes, as he appeals to the crowd. Cesaro is ready for the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for on Monday Night Raw. We appreciate you joining us and taking your time out of your busy schedules. Join us very soon for Tuesday or SmackDown Live, and we will see who will be headlining the SmackDown Elimination, the SmackDown Hell in a Cell match. Thank you, and goodbye.